and I'm quoting, President Obama declared that he remained, quote, confident that GM can rise again. In response to that, somebody on Twitter wrote me, Rigged for Fun was their screen name, the president is only a front man. He is allowing others to manipulate the economy. Coffee 260 writes, the new GM CEO said that they need to make cars. We need. What about what we want? Don't tell me what I need. You know, here's a question of whether or not, first of all, number one, everything that President Obama is talking about, is he talking on behalf of himself, or indeed is he getting these talking points from somebody else? And when it comes to GM, and he's confident that GM can rise again, is he talking about GM can rise again because the government will make it, and therefore is that just showing more control, more total, complete power that our government wants to have on business?
Well, I think there's been a lot of confusion all along the way, and when you go out saying over and over that this is the worst economy since the Great Depression, and that's repeated by the president, by a spokesman for the White House, and by the Democratic Party, you're going to create an element of fear, which it's really hard for him to shift gears at this point and now talk confidently and act like he has confidence in all these areas. Actually, it would be more accurate to say this is the worst economy since the Carter administration left us with a mess. You know, it's hard to say that with an 8.5% unemployment rate, which is very bad, that in any way compares to a 25% unemployment rate during the Great Depression. So I think it's very hard for him to shift gears at this point. The bailouts have not worked. They haven't been effective in really in any regard. And I think the model that should have been used was to allow them to go through the perhaps through the bankruptcy process would have been the best approach to have taken, and certainly would have helped us in this regard. So I know that the president campaigned throughout that we didn't need a third Bush term, but early on it appears we're getting a second Carter term, and that's not what we need either.